Hello, everyone. Welcome to Life, Mood, and Reality podcast. And in this podcast, we're looking at a series, Exam in Progress. Yes, Exam in Progress. And we looked at the first episode, and this is the second episode. I'm so excited. I thought I give a sneak peek about how the second episode is going to look like. Yes, I did do that. So if you're just jumping in the second episode, you might want to go to the first episode to listen to it and then be inspired truly as you prepare towards your examination. It is very important that you're super prepared for your exam. And this podcast is to guide you into that preparation. Like exciting, right? Exciting, right? Yeah, it is. All right. So the second episode is titled Study Like a Warrior, Systems Over Stress. I talked about it extensively in the first episode, just to give you a summary about it. Study like a warrior, systems over stress. Every exam season, there are two kinds of students. In every exam season, there are two kinds of students. There are those who fight with panic and those who fight with plan. Take note. In my years of being a teacher, I'm still a teacher, right? Being in the academic world, I've noticed these two traits. There are two kinds of students. Those who fight with panic and those who fight with plan. A warrior doesn't walk into battle without a system. You can't go to a battlefield without a system. A warrior trains. A warrior prepares. A warrior repeats. I'm going to say that again so you can write it down. A warrior trains. A warrior prepares. A warrior repeats. When the hour of battle comes, because it will come, discipline will do what emotions cannot. When the hour of battle comes, discipline will do what emotions cannot. This episode is for every student who's tired of studying hard but still feeling lost. It's time to learn how to study like a warrior. And I will be your host, Mr. Joe, and you're really tuned in to Exam in Progress. Yeah. We've all been told, study hard. Study hard, study hard, study hard. I've heard that so many times. You're not studying hard enough. You're not studying hard enough. Study hard. Right? But very few people explain how. You keep telling them to study hard. How will they study hard? Some students spend 6 hours rereading the same note and call it studying. That's actually sad. Some highlight entire textbook and call it effort. But success doesn't reward hours. It rewards effectiveness. I've seen students who studied for 1 hour and they were so effective in the exam. I've seen students who were studying for 6 hours and they were so effective for the exam. I've seen students who were studying for 10 hours. Yeah, they're still effective. Some a week, still not effective. Some 2 months, so effective. So it's not about the hours. It's about the effectiveness. Think of it this way. A warrior who swings a sword blindly will tire before victory. But a warrior who strikes with aim wins quickly. So today, I want you to stop counting hours and start counting impact. I want you to stop counting hours and start counting what? Impact. Ask yourself, after every session, did I actually understand? Or did I just spend time? Ask yourself that. For every session, Did I actually understand or did I just spend time? When you study like a warrior, every move matters. Every session has a mission. Every day has a purpose. That's the mindset we're building right here in this podcast. We're building the mindset of you being calm, you being focused, you being intentional. Let's break this into a system. So I think because again, essentially, I'm not here to just tell you go read your book, go study. I'm here to teach you how to do it. So we're going to break it into system. And this is what I call the warrior study formula. I call this the warrior study formula. Step 1, plan your battles. You heard me right. Plan your battles. Don't just open a book, open a schedule. Don't just open a book, open a schedule. Write down what you will study. Write down what you will study. When? And for how long? You see, warriors don't fight every battle at once. They prioritize. Some students will just be like, I'm everywhere, sir, I'm so busy. Busy doing what? I talk about in education talks, and if you've not gone through education talks, you're missing a lot because it talks about everything in education. We just paused it because we're starting exam in progress, and once we're done, we're going back to education stuff because it's a long life thing, right? So don't fight every battle at once. Prioritize. That's what we'll do. They prioritize. So use the 3-2-1 rule, right? There's a 3-2-1 rule. 3 major topics this week, 2 subtopics per day, 1 review at night. I'm going to come again, right? 3 major topics this week, 2 small topics per day, 1 review at night. Now, this rule will not work for you if you don't have a long-term plan. If I tell a student who squander away time and just 1 week to the exam, you decide that it's time to study, then I'm sorry, you will be disappointed, right? So it's a long-term plan. It will still work. It all depends on your level of study and your level of preparation. Okay, so use the 3-2-1 rule. 3 major topics this week, 2 subtopics per day, 1 review at night. Small wins build big confidence. Small wins. If you prepare for an assessment, if you prepare for an exam that's upcoming in weeks, this tool is going to help you. Stay calm. Step 2, short power session. Short power session. Stop trying to read for hours. Stop trying to read for hours. Your brain peaks in focus around 25 to 40 minutes. Are you hearing me? Your brain peaks in focus around 25 to 40 minutes. So study in burst. Study in burst. That is 30 minutes focus, 5 minutes break. When you do that 4 times, you would have done 2 hours of true concentration. It's called what? The Pomodoro technique. That's what we call it. The Pomodoro technique. Essentially, it rewires your brain. Right? It rewires your brain to treat study as a sprint, not a marathon. It does that. Okay? Now, let's look at step 3. Active recall. Don't reread, recreate. Don't reread, recreate. Close the book and test yourself. Now, this is one of the things students don't understand. You just read, and then you trust in God or Allah. You just do the magic. It doesn't work that way. Don't reread, recreate. You've read, close the book, test yourself. Explain the topic out loud as if you're teaching someone else. That's when real memory happens. So active recall is a step 3. Step 4, space repetition. Space repetition. Review a topic after 1 day, then 3 days, then 1 day. So you have to space the repetition. Review a topic after 1 day, then 3 days, then 1 week. Each time you recall it, your brain builds stronger links. See that? That's how warriors train their reflexes. I know most people ask, "Are you a warrior?" No, I'm currently watching the movie. It's a Korean movie. I do love Korean movies. Like, shout out to all the Korean actors. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing, right? And in the movie, yeah, Korean and Chinese movies, the warrior, the one that has with the sword and everything, I love it really, and I see how they do it. So it's very important. Step 5, guide your environment. When you study, shape how you think. It's very important. So when you study, they don't have a thinking mindset. They just have, okay, let me just read. Shape how you think. What are you thinking towards the subject? What's your thinking link like? What's your thinking guide like? What's your thinking level like towards the subject? If your phone is your biggest distraction, it's not a tool, it's an enemy. As a warrior, you have to know which is your friend and which is your enemy. So shape what you think. What are you thinking around when you're studying? And you're thinking your phone keeps buzzing. Now, when I do study, I put my phone on airplane mode. I don't care who's going to call. I do. It's very important for me, right? My phone goes somewhere else. I'm using my iPad. I mean, the calls that comes to my iPad is work related. So if your phone is your biggest distraction, it's not a tool, it's an enemy. Silence notification. Silence notification. Don't just let notification come. You silence them. Sit upright. Sit upright when you're studying. Light a candle or play calm instrumentals. I love this a lot. Sometimes when I'm teaching, there's always a calm instrumental going there just to keep the focus. There's a calm instrumental at the back just to keep the focus. Turn your study space into a sacred ground of focus. Turn your study space into a sacred ground of focus. When you enter that space, your mind should know it's battle time. Yeah, it's battle time. I hope you're learning. Focus is the rarest superpower in this generation. Focus. Distraction is louder than ever. And I'll tell you, for teenagers, my heart bleeds for you. The distractions you get consistently from Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, it's crazy. So distraction is louder than ever. Phones, messages, the fear of missing out. On what? Missing out on what? People don't miss success. People miss. They don't miss success. If you grind and you're successful, they will always want to check on you. People always associate with success. People don't associate with failures. People want to know your success story. Nobody wants to know your failure story. They might want to know if it led you to success, to a multi-million company, to £1,000 company, a million pound company, whatever kind, $1,000, $1,000,000, a billion ruby or something. I don't know, whichever currency you're using, CDs or or South African rand, whichever one. But the truth is, every minute you give to distraction is a minute stolen from your dream. I'm going to say it again. Every minute you give to distraction is a minute stolen from your dream. There's something almost spiritual about single-minded attention. There's something almost spiritual about single-minded attention. When you decide for the next 30 minutes, I exist for nothing else, your mind sharpens, time slows, and learning becomes easier. You can't be studying and then your friend comes out, let's go by and you just drop it. The way you just drop it, like just in a flash. Have a schedule. Those parties are not going to not happen. There are thousands of parties every day. Not going to one doesn't mean you're going to miss the rest. You don't need motivation every day. You need discipline that survives without it. You need discipline that survives without it. That's what separates students who hope from those who execute. Let me tell you about one of my students. Right? I'm going to use Isaac as the name, right? Just for privacy's sake. I'm not going to call him, so I'm just going to use Isaac as a name. So Isaac struggled with revision, right? He reads for hours but forgets everything the next day. One day, I gave him a time and said, study for just 25 minutes. No phone, no break, just battle. Because I was working on this and I needed to just test it. I said, no phone, no break, just battle. He laughed. He thought it was childish. But he tried it. I mean, you've tried everything, it doesn't work, and you come to me and I give you something. At least you tried, right? After the first session, he was surprised how much he remembered. After 1 week, his confidence grew. By the end of the term, he wasn't struggling. He wasn't studying longer. He was studying smarter. See? All Isaac needed to do for him to get his confidence back was study for 25 minutes. I told him, 25 minutes. That's all. We put a timer. I think I did that for like 1 month with him. And then from 25 minutes, he grew to like 50 minutes, to like 1 hour. He got the scope. He would just give me a report and that was it. When the exam came, he told me, sir, I didn't panic this time. I just followed the system. Yeah. He said, I didn't panic this time. I just followed the system. And guess what? He passed with excellence. He passed with excellence. Why? Because warriors don't rely on luck. They rely on system. I don't really like to use the phrase good luck. I always like to use good system. I don't like to use good luck. I always like to use good system. Exams aren't just about knowledge. It's about energy. Fatigue is real. Burnout is real. So protect your strength. Sleep at least 6 hours. So students tell me I'm still awake by 12, by 1. Doing what? If you're studying, great, fantastic. I love it. You're doing a great job. But if it's just on social media, you're replying to messages, you're playing the game, you know my response. You know my response. If you know me by now, you know I'm going to scream out loud. Like you have a scream emoji. Why? Sleep at least 6 hours. Drink water. Stretch every 45 minutes. Drink water a lot. Drink water. That's my routine. There's always water with me. I'm drinking water all the time. It's good for the system. And I'm learning this in this age I am right now, and it's something I could have learned a lot earlier about water. Water is very important. Don't skip meals, right? A weak body can't carry a strong mind. You should know that. A weak body can't carry a strong mind. And when you feel overwhelmed, remember, you're not lazy, you're tired. Rest and don't quit. Resting is part of the fight. Even soldiers sleep before battle. Are we learning? We're having a good time, right? When you sit with your book tonight, I want you to do this for me. When you sit with your book tonight, don't see yourself as a student chasing grade. See yourself as a warrior preparing for destiny. Yeah, when you sit with your book tonight. Every late night, every quiet morning, every page you read, you are sharpening your sword. And one day, when the invigilator says begin, you will not panic. Because warriors don't fear the fight. They don't fear the fight. They are trained for it. They're trained for it. So breathe, focus, and repeat after me. My study is my weapon. My system is my strength. My calm is my crown. Come on, again, repeat after me. My study is my weapon. My system is my strength. My calm is my crown. And I really want to thank you. I really want to thank you for listening to Life, Mood and Reality podcast. And this was episode 2 of the series we've started, Exam in Progress, Study Like a Warrior, System Over Stress. And I want you to remember this in closing. Success doesn't belong to the most intelligent. It belongs to the most organized. Success doesn't belong to the most intelligent. It belongs to the most organized. Join me in the next episode, and we're going to go deeper. We'll talk about that in episode 3. I don't want to break the ice, but we'll talk about it. So until then, plan your battle, guide your energy, and fight with focus. Can you do that for me? Can you do that for me? Right? Plan your battle, guide your energy, and fight with focus. Until next time, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.